Greetings, and welcome to the 2022 Drum Corps International Hall of Fame induction. I'm Steve Rondinero. It is an honor and a privilege to be chairman of the DCI Hall of Fame. This year we have 3 inductees in this 50th anniversary season. Our first inductee comes from the legacy category, and he saw just about all of it unfold. Gary Markham. A career music educator, Gary Markham was a major part of DCI's judging community for decades. He helped shape and refine our judging system. Gary was a leader and a steady presence in the marching arts, always looking to improve and enrich our art form. Gary started his drum corps career with Jim Ott and the Blue Devils in the 70s. He then moved on to the Spirit of Atlanta as a staff member and brass arranger. Gary Markham became a DCI judge in the 80s, and that is where he left his most lasting mark. Gary had been in declining health for some time. News that he'd been elected to the Drum Corps International Hall of Fame meant the world to him. So much so that Gary was determined to say thank you despite the difficulty in doing so.
Hello everyone, my name is Gary Markham, and I am honored to have been selected as a member of the class of 2022 Drum Corps International Hall of Fame. I would like to personally thank Jay Bocook, Freddie Martin, John Phillips, and David Starnes, who nominated me for this honor and made it a reality. Being recognized as a new addition to the Drum Corps International Hall of Fame is not only rewarding, but very humbling. I'm thrilled to accept this honor and congratulate my 2 dear friends and colleagues, Brett Kuhn and Richard Saucedo, on their induction into the class of 2022. Thanks everyone, and I wish all Drum Corps a very memorable 22 competitive season.
Thank you, Gary Markham, both for that message and for your many years of service to the marching arts. You heard Gary mention our other 2 inductees. It's kind of a Cavalier twin spin from those juggernaut days back in the late 90s, early 2000s. That was something. Well, Brett Kuhn was at the helm of that Cavalier drum line throughout. An age-out member of the Corps' percussion section in 1981, Kuhn later joined the Green Machine staff. He worked his way to percussion caption head and was a key part of the group's instructional and design teams until 2005. During his tenure, catch this, the Cavies won 6 DCI world titles and 5 high percussion caption awards. Part of an impressive record that has earned Brett Kuhn election to the Drum Corps International Hall of Fame.
Hello everyone. I would like to start out by thanking the DCI Hall of Fame for this prestigious honor. It is truly a life dream come true to be a part of an organization that has so many incredible teachers, mentors, and just the history behind the activity. So thank you, I appreciate it. I want to start out with the Cavaliers. That's where I sort of grew up for sure. I marched in 1981 and then taught from 84 to 2005 and then rejoined the Corps back in 2018 when Mike McIntosh asked me to come back. Mike and I have been together for many years with the organization. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate all you've done for me over the years. I would like to thank Don Warren and Jan, his wife. Just two beautiful people. When I was very young, they were like parents to me. They were always so gracious and kind and supportive for believing in me. Same thing with Adolph DeGraue. He was my first Corps director in the 80s. And Adolph is one of those guys who, when the bus would have the flat tire or the staff would be upset about something or something was going wrong, he always seemed to be able to find humor in the situation and keep everything light for everyone. I tried to learn from that. I tried to model that. Probably didn't do it as well as Adolph over the years, but it was definitely a huge influence in how I perceive staff, communication, and just relating to people. Jim Campbell, what can I say? Huge mentor, both personally and musically. I learned so much from Jim when I started teaching the Corps. Again, he took a chance on me, and learning about form and pacing of a show and color and metal and wood and the way Jim brought different styles of music, different ethnic backgrounds into his writing and into what we did with the shows during that era meant so much to me. And I really, when it was my turn to write between 99 and 05, I really tried to embrace that model that Jim had set up. You know, it was one of those where I look back and I was so grateful that I had such a great musician in the percussion writer. So thank you, Jim, for all your trust over the years. I'd like to say thank you to all of you who wrote letters for me. You are near and dear to my heart. I cannot tell you how much your support means to me and just the friendships that we've had over the years. So thank you all. Also want to thank the mom and dad. They have always been there for me through everything and always supported my love and passion for music. Without them, there's no way I could have done this. They were always do it, push me forward, and that support and love meant so much. To my daughter Emily and stepson Ben, thank you for all the times that I had to go away when you were young to go on tour, do clinics, etc. The family support means more than you will ever know. I love you. One of the best things that happened to me in drum corps was meeting my wife, Sue. She was a volunteer for the Cavaliers in the late 90s, and we met through the organization, and perhaps the best thing that happened to me from drum corps. So thank you, Sue, for being there for me, for being such a big supporter in my love for music and teaching and the students. Also want to say thank you to the different organizations I've been with besides the Cavaliers, Bluecoats, Colts, and Phantom Regiment. The open arm embrace that I got from all those organizations was incredible. I felt from the moment I walked in, there was acceptance and respect, and just the friendships that I made in those places besides the Cavaliers means so much to me. You know, really teaching kids that it's not about winning, it's about getting up every day and trying to win, and the work that you have to put in. And those attributes permeate success in anything they go into. And I've always tried to make that a mantra with the students. Can't tell you how much I've learned from all those staffs. There's so many incredible people. I look at my dream team that I got to write with Michael Gaines, Andy Toth, Scott Coder as coordinator, Richard Saucedo, and my writing partner and longtime dear friend, Eric Johnson. Like that group, it was a magical time for us in the organization. And because of the members in all those organizations and the staffs, their hard work, due diligence. Because of you guys, I stand on your shoulders and I am here today. So I accept this for you and with you and for my family. Thank you all. I love you. And thank you, DCI. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Brett. Of course, his musical running mate at the Cavaliers during that stretch was Richard Saucedo, our next nominee. Saucedo was the Corps' brass arranger from 2000 to 2008. His all-original compositions helped bring those visual designs of Hall of Famer Michael Gaines to life in programs like Spin Cycle and Machine, among many others. Saucedo defined an era of Drum Corps International show design for which he has been elected to the Drum Corps International Hall of Fame.
After we've chosen a program and picked the music, you shape, you edit, you pare down that music and kind of start really big and broad and then keep cleaning and detailing until that final little scrape or little
Then it's my job to take those ideas back in front of the computer and my keyboard and start to bring those ideas to life for the brass.
Then we all get that usually as a computer file. Then I sit down behind my computer and I will start with the sections of the music that I feel the strongest about.
There is never a time that everything we're doing isn't scrutinized and isn't looked at in a way that we can make it better.
The most important thing for us designing a show is that the people who pay the money for the tickets are having a great time. It's all about the audience and that reaction that you guys give our kids after hours and hours of work. That's our job in the summer, is to max out that performance for you and for the member.
Hi everyone, I'm Richard Saucedo and I am beyond honored to be inducted into the 2022 DCI Hall of Fame. As you know, awards like this are never truly individual awards. They are team awards, and they come about because of teamwork and having great relationships with mentors and folks that I've had the pleasure to work alongside during my time with DCI. I have so many people to thank and so many people to be grateful to for this award. First of all, I want to thank the folks that nominated me. I want to thank Mr. Scott Coder, who I had the honor of working with Cavalier Drum and Bugle Corps back in the early 2000s. Scott was our program coordinator and really helped me to learn how to write for Drum Corps and how to produce effects and how to stay sane during all of it. So I owe Scott a great deal. Also to Michael Gaines, who is just one of the most brilliant visual minds and musical minds that we have in this activity. I had the great fortune of working with Michael with the Cavaliers back in the early 2000s as well, and learned so much from him and was so humbled by his ability and was also so humbled by what a wonderful person he was. And Scott also, just great people who were willing to leave their ego at the door and do what's best for the team. And that's how I learned, is from great people like that. I also want to thank a more recent friend, John Meehan from Blue Devils. John is just a tremendous arranger, musician, and of course is a big reason why the Blue Devils have had the success that they've had over the years. And John and I have become great friends of late. since I'm now working a little bit with the Blue Devils. And I can't thank John enough for being part of that trio of folks that nominated me for this award. To be nominated by those three means more than I can ever tell you. The folks that are coming into this 2022 class and being inducted into this class are also great friends and great mentors of mine. Brett Kuhn, who I had the pleasure, again, of working with the Cavaliers back in the early 2000s, taught me so much about writing, taught me so much about how to listen and score for brass and percussion and how to make those parts work together to create a wonderful whole. And as we were working together, I think he would agree that we had a wonderful time trying to come up with the next coolest idea for the Cavaliers back in the early 2000s. So, Brett, I'm honored, my brother, to be inducted along with you. And of course, Gary Markham, who unfortunately we lost. Gary passed a few weeks back, and that was, of course, a tremendous loss for all of us in this activity. Gary was a brother. He was a tremendous friend, an amazing mentor who taught me more than I can even begin to tell you all. Gary's legacy in the pageantry arts will live forever. And part of the reason that DCI and organizations like Bands of America and Music for All are what they are is because of Gary Markham. Okay, the way he put together the judging system, the way he educated us all on how to judge, how to really think fairly about the groups, how to care about the members, how to care about the staff, and how to really help folks get better. I learned so much from Gary. And I know that Gary's looking down on us right now. And Brett, I know he's going to be standing right beside us as we accept this wonderful award. Thank you all so much again, and to everyone that's part of DCI. Thank you, and to all the members. I wish you the best performances ever as we conclude the 2022 season. And folks in the audience, make sure and put your hands together for these amazing students, members, and staff who have put this together and really brought DCI back in a big way in 2022. I'm so honored to be a part of this class of the 2022 DCI Hall of Fame. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Richard. 'Tis the part of the night where we honor our three nominees with our customary toast. To the memory of Gary Markham, to the induction of Richard Saucedo and Brett Kuhn, salute.
I'm Ken Turner, and though I do so with a heavy heart, I'm honored and proud to recognize and acknowledge my friend and colleague of more than 5 decades, Gary Markham, on his induction into the Drum Corps International Hall of Fame. More than anything else, I'm grateful that Gary was informed and aware of his election to the Hall of Fame before his passing. I'm quite sure he was aware of the esteemed position he held in the hearts and minds of his friends and respected colleagues, and I know this meant a great deal to Gary. His induction into the Hall of Fame is an appropriate recognition of his lifetime of dedication and commitment to the advancement and perpetuation of not only DCI and the Drum Corps activity, but the marching arts and music education as a whole. Gary was talented, intelligent, intuitive, empathetic, and completely committed to the cause of music education. He had the unique ability to immerse himself in the details of an issue while simultaneously being able to see its larger implications. But what I personally admired as much as anything was Gary's willingness to walk the talk by doing the work that was necessary to bring about progress and improvement. Consequently, it's gratifying and comforting to know that because of his body of work in adjudication and evaluation, Gary's many contributions will continue to have a positive and lasting impact on the marching arts for years to come. For these reasons and many others, I'm honored and humbled to acknowledge Gary Markham, his family, and his friends on his induction into the Drum Corps International Hall of Fame. Thank you, my brother, and farewell.
Greetings. This is Joe Morella. I'm here to congratulate the new class of 2022. And I'd like to toast to Brett, to Gary, and to Richard for your incredible talents, your enormous dedication, the constant contributions to our beloved activity. You're about to enter a fraternity like no other. Drum Corps International Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to my friends Brett Kuhn, Gary Markham, and Richard Saucedo. Welcome to the DCI Hall of Fame. Congratulations and cheers.
Hi everyone, Marie Chapinski, class of 2013. As we celebrate this occasion today, I want to say how thrilled I am that Gary Markham was able to celebrate. He was so happy and so proud to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I first met Gary at a symposium in Whitewater, Wisconsin in the mid-70s when he took my beginner band director's flag class. He was an exemplary student. Throughout the decades, Gary served as an education director for Bands of America, chief judge, and the director of education for Drum Corps International. His contributions were incredible, and the number of lives he touched were unparalleled. Gary was really a visionary and always led us in the right direction from an educational standpoint. He will truly be missed. Today I congratulate his family on this wonderful honor. And speaking of visionaries, Richard Saucedo and Brett Kuhn brought innovation to the field of drum and bugle corps. They truly are visionaries, and they've shared that expertise with many students and many peers as well. Congratulations, Richard and Brett, a well-deserved honor. And congratulations to all of the class of 2022.
Hi, I'm Dennis DeLucia, DCI Hall of Fame class of 1991, a very long time ago. I'm here to congratulate this year's 3 inductees, starting with Richard Saucedo, whose magnificent brass arrangements were a joy to listen to, followed by Gary Markham, the ubiquitous Gary Markham, who has put his footprint on so many different elements in the marching music field. And finally, my brother in percussion, Brett Kuhn, whose writing and teaching skills made the Cavaliers Percussion Ensemble a joy to listen to. So guys, here's to you. Congratulations.
Good morning, my name is Tony DiCarlo, Hall of Fame class of 2020. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Brett Kuhn, Richard Saucedo, and Gary Markham for the class of 2022. Congratulations to all 3, and a toast.
Gary, Dick, and Brett, this is the highest honor your colleagues in Drum Corps can ever bestow on you. And so, for the gift of your talents and your passions that you shared with us over the years, we salute you.
My name is Frank Williams. In '82, when I was at Suncoast, I came across a young man named Garland, Gary Markham, who at that time was with Spirit. And of course, there was a big competition between Suncoast and Spirit, so we were not really friends, but at least acquaintances, and we had mutual respect for each other. Over years, as I continued to do what I did, and he went into judging and then became an administrator, we became even closer. We did not always agree, but he was always straight. And most times he did all he could to help give me some guidance, point out something I may have missed. We sometimes get so close to what we do that we put our blinders on. Gary did not let that happen with me. I remember calling him the morning the announcement was made, and although he was obviously weakened and sick, he was really happy that he had been elected a member of this Hall of Fame. Gary did so much for this activity and so much for all of us on the drum corps side and the band side. So it is with great pleasure that I say welcome to the Hall, Gary. And I say thank you all for putting up with me for as long as you did. And let's push for another 50 years of Drum Corps International.
John Meehan, class of 2019. A huge congratulations to my friends Richard Saucedo, Gary Markham, and Brett Kuhn on their induction into the DCI Hall of Fame class of 2022.
Brett, your commitment to the field of percussion and the resulting excellence of your work as an instructor and arranger, fully demonstrated over an extended period of years, has played a significant role in elevating the percussive arts in our activity to their current exalted status. I wish you all the best as you continue to make meaningful contributions to percussive excellence and drum corps. Congratulations once again on this well-deserved and very well-earned recognition. Well done, Brett.
Congratulations, Brett and Richard. Thank you so much for your creativity, your musicianship, and your teaching mentorship. All of us at the design team and the Cavaliers learned so much working with you, and we had a ball. Thank you so much for the influence you still have on our wonderful activity, and welcome to the DCI Hall of Fame.
It's Paul Luteau, class of 1999, to the class of 2022. Congratulations. Welcome aboard.
Hello, I'm Bob Morrison, DCI class of 2019, here to offer my sincere congratulations. The DCI Hall of Fame class of 2022. Brett Kuhn, Richard Saucedo, and Gary Markham. Brett, what a great recognition for your tremendous contributions to the marching percussion community over the years and to the activity in general. I've enjoyed working and competing together over the last several decades. And Richard, I've always admired your work as a composer and arranger for DCI Corps as well as all your publications, and I'm grateful for the chance to work with you at Music for All. And the late Gary Markham, well, he was as giving an individual as there has ever been in our activity. I will always be grateful for his commitment not only to DCI and Music for All, but for his deep passion for music education and his lifelong commitment to empowering others to bring the joy of music making to so many young people. So a toast to you all, and a huge congratulations to you, Brett and Richard, and of course to you, Gary. May you rest in peace.
Hello, friends. I'm John Phillips, DCI Judge Administrator and Hall of Fame member, class of 2015. I'm joining you here to pay tribute to our inductees for the class of 2022. Brett Kuhn, Richard Saucedo, and Gary Markham. Brett and Richard, your work with the Cavaliers in the early years of 2000, when I was just getting started as Judge Administrator, left an imprint on our activity. Your collaborations produced some of the most memorable programs as the Cavaliers rose to be one of the perennial DCI World Champions. So congratulations to you on those efforts, but also the many students that you touched certainly were the beneficiaries of your creative talents. My good friend Gary Markham has been a colleague and a mentor to myself and so many others in the judge world and our judge administration world, and certainly has had an imprint on that part of the activity. All three of you are certainly deserving candidates. And no doubt, when everyone reads the various letters of support and your biographies, they'll know how fortunate we are in Drum Corps International to have such talents. The three of you share one thing, however, that I think everyone needs to know, and that's humility. You served on behalf of your constituencies over the years in so many selfless ways, and it produced a very positive result and helped bring us to where we are today. So congratulations to all three of you. I raise a toast in honor of you, and congratulations.
Good evening, Richard and Brett. Congratulations on being inducted into the 2022 DCI Hall of Fame. Thank you for all that you have done for the activity and continue to do so. Once again, congratulations, a well-deserved honor. A toast to both of you.
Hi, Scott Johnson here, Hall of Fame Class 2012. I would like to congratulate Brett and Richard and Gary on their induction into the DCI Hall of Fame. Congratulations, gentlemen. And yes, Gary, it is way too soon. You are already missed.
Richard, the creative excellence of your wonderfully written arrangements and compositions have enriched our activity for many years, and you've unquestionably contributed to the elevation of the musical and artistic standards of not only the corps you've worked with, but of our entire activity. I look forward to your continuing outstanding contributions to Drum Corps as you rightfully enjoy this most prestigious honor. Congratulations, Richard.
Hello to the distinguished colleagues in the DCI Hall of Fame. My name is Robert W. Smith. To my friends Richard Saucedo and Brett Kuhn, congratulations and welcome. An honor well deserved based on your lifetime of success. To my dear friend and my brother Gary, we've known each other for over 40 years. We have shared everything from brass warm-ups on the drum corps field to writing books for major publishers, late night philosophical discussions. You truly made a difference in countless lives. You selfless person, you truly made a difference in just countless lives, including mine. I am so honored to lift this glass in your honor. Take care, my friend Gary. Rest in peace. I'll see you on the other side.
Thanks to everyone for joining us in that toast. Now we will further honor our inductees at the semifinals Friday night in Indy. That's where they'll be awarded their plaques. And all the Hall of Fame members will join together in handing out age-out pins to the class of 2022. We're going to join the generations. Just another celebration of Drum Corps International's 50th anniversary. It's going to be special. We hope you can join us. I'm Steve Rondinero. Thank you for joining us for this induction tonight.